first. Let me get some more water in here. We are continuing a trend. We are continuing a trend. This is going to be super quick, but I honestly need to refill that. I'm going to show you guys in just a few minutes how to make like a fancy steakhouse meal at home. I got some bone-in ribeyes. I got some shrimp. They were pre-frozen, but they were out on the. They were out, not in a freezer. They were like sitting out on the. What do you call that? Where the meat things are displayed. The meat display. That sounds bad. But anyway, yeah, I got a. Some water in there. Get some more ice, and then we're going to dive right on in. Also, virtual red band is happening tonight. I was going to set up the whole thing, but since we're doing virtual red band, I'm making this as quick as possible. So anyway, first things first, I want to get these scrimps in a bigger mixing bowl than that. I never ran these dishes, did I? No, I didn't. And you know what? Now's as good a time as any. Well, there should be a bigger mixing bowl somewhere around here. Where is it? Excuse me. I don't know where it went. Did it get put away somewhere else? No, I'm gonna need this guy anyway to boil some broccoli. I have more vegetables. I had some left from last time, but I just went out to eat so much this past week. I didn't cook anymore. And when we cooked, Netflix had ingredients for everything delivered. But today I got some different stuff. I got some peppers. Get that water boiling. And, whoops, get a cutting board out here. I don't know where I also need to get these steaks on some paper towels. Perfect. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Helps so much more than you know. All right, there's one of these big guys. And there is the other one of these big guys. These are the steaks that I went with, guys. Dig. Check that out. Nice marbling. You'll see all that moisture on top. We're gonna let them dry out good. They would normally in the restaurant probably do that with salt in the refrigerator. Probably salt them and leave them uncovered in the refrigerator to dry out. I'm not doing that. That was stupid what I just did. All right. And we're just going to let these sit on the counter and get the temperature. The shrimp were frozen, so they're fine for now. I do want to get those in a bowl, though. This should be fine, actually. All right. And I'm just going to pop one end open and just get them out in there. Honestly, I probably should have put some paper towels down in that to sort of. What I just did was pretty silly, unless it works. Maybe I should use something flatter. Yeah, some of these are like frozen together. But they're coming apart though, like they're. I do want to get rid of a lot of the larger ice, which we'll work with this. I'll figure it out. Like if we have to cook some of that moisture out of it, then so be it. But the first thing I'm going to do is get some cold water going. Also, I'm going to be quick about this. I'm not going to be poking my head back over to the stream so much. I'm just going to be kind of like head down, getting this done quickly. One, because I want to eat, but two, because I don't want to take up as much time of virtual red band. But also, I can go there. I'm hungry. I want to eat. And plus, I kind of want to showcase how quickly this can be done. I got a red pepper. Let me check these vegetables that I had in the fridge. I'm sure they're all done. Carrots actually seem fine. I don't know what the deal is with these asparagus either, but they seem all right. And so does the broccoli. All of this actually seems good still, but I did get more fresh ingredients that I'm going to use here because I'm just going to do that. But what can you do? Apparently, I was thinking vegetables would go bad super quick, but those seem fine still. I expected to open that up and be like, oh, well, I got to toss this, but that's not what happened. Okay, so the first things I'm going to do, I'll actually put these here. I'm going to break off these broccoli florets from the crown. Get that guy out of there. And then these guys out of there. And that can be just making sure there's nothing harshy on these. I don't think there is. Some leaves. Okay. We'll just go ahead and put those in there. And yeah, these guys are actually frozen. Maybe I should put them in some water. That's what I should do. I mean, they came out of the water. What's the worst that can happen? I need a bag. I need a trash container. You know what? I'm gonna steal that Ziploc bag idea. To contain all the smelly trash. There we go. Uh-oh. That one almost went bad. Felt that. And I'm going to pop the bottom off, pop the top off, and then give this the old like scoop around with the blade there to come on. There we go. Pop that out of the bottom there. Just chopping up some peppers. Oh wait, I threw the trash in the wrong bowl. Damn. Damn, and I got all them pepper seeds in here. Well, guess what? That's gonna add a little spice, I guess. That's fine. Oh wait, I didn't even pull the sticker off. I cut through the sticker. Where's the other? Oh, well, good thing I found the other piece pretty easily. Dude, we are shooting from the hip on this one, y'all. I'm gonna chop the bottom up. All but that piece. And the top, dude, these red peppers are. That's good. There's that. Getting the wok out. I will need that. And I may need the cast iron, but I think I'm going all stainless today. Oh, there it is. And I've also got to wash this guy a little better than that. I've had these things for so long that you really have to scrub them hard while they're still warm to keep them clean good. If they don't get scrubbed, the second that they're like you can't. Good cookware just can't sit around in the, quote unquote soaking. That's why I'm very adamant about like my dishes. take very good care of them, and they've lasted me for so long because I've taken good care of them. And if you do take good care of something, I should have shown them before and after. Take good care of something for over a decade. This is a 10 years of this thing being used. Oh, well, I need to, the handle didn't get washed at all, let's see. You also got to wash the handles, guys. These things will splatter. Stuff will splatter all over this. They get dirty, and that creates a reek. And plus, that's what you grab with your hands. Like, that's nasty. You literally cook food with the things you touch this with. It's most important. People think, oh, you don't have to wash the sides or bottoms of a pan or a handle or something like that because it didn't get cooked with. You got to wash the whole thing. Okay, the broccoli's got a good head start. So I'm going to go ahead and use some butter here. Butter. There's butter on a plate, and there's this butter that was used for. All right, I'll just man. All right, that'll work, I guess. Big drop of butter. Decent amount of oil. Let me get this thing on the front turned on about half heat. All right, I got all the veggies that's going to go in the wok. Here. Steaks are doing good. We got mushrooms. I'm going to use some garlic when I get the shrimp going. Oh, we don't want to use this big onion. This guy can go. Yeah, I wouldn't toss it. I would just peel it until there was good in it. But I've got so many more in here that... Yeah, we're just going to use this big guy right here. He looks like he's happy. Let's... get this old guy off here. Come on. There you go. And then this guy should come off pretty seamlessly as well. Perfect. Oh, well, I should have wiped off the knife before I put all that stuff I just scraped through that onion. That was smart. Now, who cares? Coat them all, getting them all good and coated. This is just a random hodgepodge of vegetables. I'm using squash, zucchini, yellow squash, zucchini squash, and red peppers. Got some onions here, and I got some mushrooms there. That's gonna go in this guy. Let's put the onions in this. Break them up a little bit. Those guys are going to be fine for a minute. Oh, like a glove. Ugh, like a glove. We only lost a couple. Now I'm gonna just try to be smooth and cut the bottom off the whole thing. Didn't work for me. Cutting the bottom off the whole thing did not work for me. Garlic is good to, I think I prefer just doing a scoop of minced garlic. The other way is just too much. Got pretty big cloves of garlic here. fighting with this garlic when my attention needs to be on those vegetables that are screaming for me. They're going to be all right, though. All right, there we go. Getting a little color to them, but they're all right. Whoops. Go back in there. You ain't done yet. You ain't ready to be out. Since I got all this garlic out, I'm gonna go ahead and just come on now. Tell you what, man, just a scoop of garlic and some olive oil. By that minced garlic. Like the effort that you put into doing this, the minced garlic can't be that much different flavor-wise. I mean, it surely it's different, but it can't be that much different. I just was walking by and I saw them 2 for $1, bulk garlic. Also wanted to get the link to Red Band's virtual Red Band stream pinned in the chat, but I'm gonna just get this going. I know I don't need this much, and I'm probably gonna just end up putting some of this in a jar with some olive oil and mince myself right here to save me some trouble for the next time. But I don't believe I'm going to be able to wash the garlic off my hands for a week. All right, all the garlic is chopped. Whoops. We lost that one to the game. That one's going to stay down there. Now I think we're good to add our broccoli probably. Ugh. Damn it. Who put the floor so far away? Okay. All right, now we can get this broccoli water that we don't need no more dumped. Yeah, and these shrimp, most of the ice is still falling off of them. But yeah, they're coming apart. But it don't take shrimp but a couple minutes to cook. It'll take the shrimp about the same amount of time it'll probably take the steaks. And these are pretty thick steaks. I'm making a couple of them just in case Netflix wants one. Or somebody else comes home. He messaged me earlier about cooking. And that's what got me. I was definitely going to cook something tonight, but I wasn't necessarily going to stream. But I know he likes to make a little bit more like lavish things than I like to cook, like just normal southern stuff that I like to make. He enjoys making more lavish dishes. So I was like, well, what would be my version of like a Netflix dish? Well, probably steak and shrimp. So that's what we're doing here. Oh. Yeah, I know you ain't ready yet. You ain't ready yet, Bubba. Oh, you over there because you want some seasoning? You too? Okay. Well, in that case, let's give you all some pepper. And some regular salt. And we need to caught all of them that time. Not that guy, though. We lost that guy. That guy we lost in the war. We lost him in the war. Go ahead and get the pot washed. Just like a little vegetable medley type thing. I could probably kill the heat on them, honestly, and just put a lid on it. That's probably what I'll do. I'll just pull the heat off and just keep them lidded up like that. What do I need to do next? Probably the onions and mushrooms. I'll use my deep welled pot, or deep welled skillet rather. These cutting boards end up pushing into this chopping block, and that pushes everything over, and you end up running out of room next to the stove, and those usually fit nice there. All right. How should I do this? Got the onions ready to go. The mushrooms can be washed. Cold water. Just washing mushrooms. This is probably the most pointless cooking stream that I've done because you guys couldn't even see what I was chopping over here. You can't even see the things cooking there. This has just been pointless, hasn't it? I think I'm gonna end up putting these shrimps in the thing while they're still a little frozen because I don't know if that's against the rules, but I don't think any rules matter. I think all that matters is how it tastes in the end. So I'm going to get all these vegetable things done, and then I'm going to crank the grill up and let it get hot as it needs to be. I'm going to do the steaks. I'm going to do the the shrimps while the steaks are going. And while the steaks are resting at the end, I'll have time to make sure the shrimp is going well. And this will have been a nice little quickie. How long have we been going? 45 minutes? Nice. So we're actually doing pretty good because it shouldn't take much more than an hour to do this whole thing. How does this thing flip? Yeah, it flips fine. Well, no, it doesn't. Nope. Nope. The deep wall does not flip the same way as the not deep wall. Who'd have thunk? So we're just gonna have to rely on the spoon to agitate this stuff. Well, I really like doing that nice little. Oh, you just kind of have to shake them instead of. Okay. So it's just a different style of flip. And all the onions broken apart in there. Nice. Mushrooms are ready to go in whenever they are ready to go in. I'm going to use this guy. Put a little bit more butter in here. Take this one, this big guy right here, and just oh man, that smells so nice, dude. Garlic and onion is kind of goated. I'm going to leave this guy out because I'm going to need a little bit more of that when I do the scrimps. Anyway, Nora, Steve, Jade, what's up, Justin, Dylon, I do have a Lodge. It's a Lodge cast iron. I got it from Walmart. Virtual Red Band Part 1 has not started yet. 9:36. Has it started yet? I've been so focused on keeping everything, like letting you guys, or getting this thing done quickly, that I haven't really, you guys haven't seen the process or anything. If you guys want to take a look, this is what our vegetable medley is looking like right now. Nice little blast of color. We got our onions going in here, and once they get a little bit softer, I'm going to throw the mushrooms in. And then once I get done cooking the onions and mushrooms, I'm going to go crank the grill up. We have been letting these steaks rest here. Look at that. These are some nice bone-in ribeyes. Letting them rest a while. I chopped a bunch of garlic. Way more than I need. Alright, I think these onions might be ready for some mushrooms now. Yeah. Are they? Maybe just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I tell you what we can do. We can have a word from our sponsors. I am going to go have a word from our sponsors while you guys watch this. I'm not going to pull everything back and forth just because that'll take extra time. And also while I'm back here, I'm going to go ahead and set up the redirect, because if Virtual Red Band 1 hasn't gone live yet, we may end up finishing this one during Virtual Red Band Part 1. So he's still not live, huh? Has he posted the thing yet, the link yet? All right, now. Okay, now they're ready for some mushrooms. Need some more moisture in here. We're going butter, oil, extra butter there. bit more oil. Whoop. That was enough. It just came out quicker than I wanted it to. I wanted to spread it over the whole thing, but instead we'll just have to let the spoon do that. Let me see what these guys taste like, see if they need more heat. This big squash. Yeah. It does. That'll be good there. And I'm just moving these shrimp around to kind of eliminate the places where cold can get to. Yeah, it's got that moisture build up from the when I had the lid on, so we'll let it cook some more of that out. This is all going to be fine. I'm going to wash this. I'm going to put the shrimp in this bowl right here. Give that a good rinse out, and then should I put more paper towels down in here for them? Yeah, probably should. With this shrimpy paper towel, let's go ahead and get that in the garbage. We're gonna have to take this bag out like immediately when we're done cooking. I think I'm done with the, oh no, I'll have to use the knife again to cut the lemon in half. But I'm going to go ahead and wash it. I'm honestly just going to go ahead and put it away. You know, may use another knife to do that with. A lot of people want crispiness in their veggies. I don't want that. I want my veggies to literally be kind of mushy, like steamed. That's what I want. That's the consistency that I'm looking for in my vegetables. Now that these are close to done, heavy pepper, a little salt. So I am soon to need I think the pan that I'm doing the, well, maybe. Or do I do the shrimp in the wok? Like that's, what do I do? Yeah, I think. I don't know, the mushrooms and onions. Mushrooms had a great deal of moisture in them. I'd like to cook that out. Let me bring the heat up a little bit on the mushrooms and onions. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna cook most of the moisture out of them. And yeah, I get that, but I'll still, I want the flavor in it. So I mean, it is what it is. moisture's already cooked out enough. But I'm gonna, maybe not. Yeah, there's still a little moisture in it, but these mushrooms are gonna have that. So we're gonna let that do its thing for a moment. Now I think the steaks are probably dry enough to where I would feel comfortable just seasoning them. So, steaks are gonna get salt, and pepper. On one side. Little piece of parchment paper. Why, you may ask? I'm going to put that on the steak and I'm going to press that seasoning down in it like that. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one over here. And then, oh, we found some blood spots out of the bone. Bones do that. Alright, then we are going to give it a flip. I'm not going to need to flip them again, so I'm going to toss this paper towel there. One more time. Now all that seasoning is pressed down in the steak. We're not going to lose any of it. These guys are, oh yeah. Now it's what I wanted. I'm going to kill the heat on these now. Get that off of there. Steaks are ready to go on the grill once we get it going. And I think these shrimps are also ready to go in a pan once we decide which one we're going to use. I think I'm going to use the wok. I think it's the largest option to give them the most space to do their thing. Now, where is the bowl that I need to put this vegetable medley in is now housing shrimp. Can I, oh, you know what I can do? I can repurpose the mushroom thing. Now let me wash this guy out. Get all the raw shrimpy. Okay, now how smooth can we be with it? Come on, come on. Now I am not going to go straight in the wok with the shrimp. I am going to wash it first. These vegetables can go over here. And guess what? They can get their lid back. I'm going to do the shrimp here, move this there. Just give the wok a good once over to get all the vegetable out of it before I put shrimp in it. Perfect. Now get this guy down on something hot. All right, we got heat going here. And I'm going to put a chunk of butter, a bit of olive oil, I'm also going to go crank the grill up. Alright, well maybe this one will work. That one ignited. There it goes, good. Alright. Don't Don't worry, I hear it. You know what? Here we go. I don't know how this is going to turn out, and to be honest, I don't care. We're just doing it. And then get them all coated immediately. Got some color on them. Once again, I can tell y'all this, it probably won't be a secret. I don't really know what I'm doing. If it's going to turn out bad and it's going to be whatever, look, I get it. Sometimes things turn out like that. But I'm telling you, I'm going to eat it anyway, and it's going to be fine. Like, it's... Gordon Ramsay isn't going to bust through this door and have words with me because I did something that one should never do to shrimp. Because I ain't here to care. I'm just here to eat. Ooh, you know what I forgot to do? Damn. This will probably also do something else that'll piss a lot of people off that I'm not really here to care about. Now I need to just incorporate that flavor into all of them. Might need a little bit more heat. I'm also going to go ahead and get this lemon. I'm not going to use my good knife to do it. Here's a knife I can use. I don't know at what point you're supposed to add the lemon. Maybe at the end. Well, maybe I'll do a little now. Just a little lemon juice now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just feeling my way around this universe of food. Dry this off before I throw this thing across the stove. Uh-oh. I'm gonna let them do that thing right there for a second, and I'm gonna go throw these steaks on the grill. Be right back. Well, y'all can still hear me. Sucker is ripping. So let's get you. Y'all hear that? And you. And there. Yeah. Smells fine. And to be honest, yeah, there's probably a better way to do these things. And there's probably a better way. There's people probably screaming through. There's probably somebody screaming through what it is. And I don't. Like reminder, they were still a little frozen in some parts. So some of them may be done that I'm trying to keep around the top for these other ones that are very much not all the way done, on both sides at least. But I think we might be there. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, steaks are thick. So I'm gonna let them, that initial sear was a pretty strong one. And now we should have already gotten a notification about Virtual Red Band Part 1 at least, because we are close to done here. All that is left is a little taste test at the end. There's that. Quick little once over here. We're going to tend to this better later. But for now, that's good enough. We got to go handle some steak business. This guy's got enough charge. This really. All right. Audio should be back on both of them now. Okay. Have we gotten the notification yet for Red Band? Part 1 starting soon. Hell yeah. Oh boy. Them steaks right there is good. You can see even in there. I'm gonna leave them on the other side for about the same amount of time. Don't complain about my dirty grill. Good food comes out of there. Okay, well, if part 1 are notified. Oh, these mushrooms and onions, dude, look at that. Look at that, guys. In my opinion, this is the perfect steak mushroom and onions. In my opinion. Shrimp. It needs something, I can't tell what it is. You know what it is? One more lemon. But I'm not sure that I seasoned them at all. I might have just got them in there with the butter and the garlic. And that was it. I think the lemon did something. The lemon did something, but there's something to be desired. Honestly, I kind of want them more done. I want to cook them more. Brother, you know actually what I want to do? I don't have enough time to do it. It would take too much time, wouldn't it? To skewer them up and throw them on the grill. No. Exactly what I'm going to do right here. Steaks can be taken off in just a minute. Here's what I'm going to do. In the pan where the mushrooms and onions went, I don't care how this is going to go. I'm going to do this. Give them a little bit more butter. I'm putting them back. I'm going to give them some salt. I'm going to give them some pepper. I'm going to give them one more squeeze of a couple cloves of garlic here. Well, that went well. I want them a little bit more done. They need that for me. All right, now I'm done with the garlic press. All right, so for these cloves of garlic, I'm just going to drop them right here on this mushroom guy. I'm going to take this wooden cutting board. I'm going to wash it real fast. Dry it well. And go grab some steaks. I'll be right back, y'all. Everything off. Even the tank. Oh yeah, these bad boys are ready. Oh, we got some drippage on the floor here. We're just gonna leave them right there. They were curled around nicely, kind of, but I want more of that curl around, you know? I kind of want it to tuck into itself. For me. Like this guy right here is looking like it's probably ready. So I'm just going to take them off the heat, leave them in the pan. Bro, y'all got to see this. Bam. That's a meal. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We're going to get this bowl here that the shrimp were initially in, washed. Okay, and then shrimp's going to go back in the bowl. Except this time I believe they're going to stay there. I'm going to try to get the shrimp out without getting too much of the juice in the bowl. Oh man, because how good would some noodles or something be tossed in this shrimp sauce here, the juice of the shrimp? Give it a little bit. Ooh, that would be so good. Having these thoughts after the fact. Been letting this steak rest on the cutting board, but now I'm gonna Bring it to the plate. This guy is ripe right here, dude. So I think we're gonna have the steak, and then we're gonna have mushrooms and onions. Over to the side. Then we're going to have a few shrimp. Dip them down into the juice before they plate. And then, uh-oh, was stuck to it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit these veggies with a little bit of that lemon too. Just a little bit. And then we get a bowl of some veggies here. Perfect. And whoop, there's that. And this is a meal. Bam. That's our meal. Right? Not bad. Oh snap, we got a $5 super chat. Thank you to whoever that was from. I didn't hear it because I'm here. I don't, when I'm streaming here on mobile, I don't have the I don't have the thing to where it reads it across the screen and makes a big loud notification. Probably did in the room, I just might not have heard it over cooking. I still have OBS open from earlier. Okay, now I need somewhere to put those a little glass jar would be great. Or the tiniest Tupperware of all time. Honestly, we're just going in this little glass jar here. That'll be that. I need a fork. And I need steak knife. Well, you know what? This steak knife here, cut a lemon in half. have a knife that I like to use. I don't want it to be sad if I decide to use another knife. This is the perfect combo right here. And what I'm going to do first is we're going to test the vegetables. And I'm going to get one of everything. I'm going to get a zucchini, I'm going to get a squash, I'm getting a pepper, and I'm getting a broccoli. All four going down. Man, that's fucking good. Oh God. Shrimp. It got to where I wanted it to get to. That's what I was looking for. Earlier it was a little weak flavor-wise. Needed some more things to it. But also, I didn't think it was done enough. I mean, mushrooms and onions, dude. I speak that language, bro. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy off the bone here. You're about to see a caveman happen, dude. Look at that, dude. David. Bro. Gnawing on the bone for real. Piece of steak. Mushroom, onion, shrimp, steak, the bite. A little fat on the other side of the steak. Oop. Steak got a little bit closer to medium in that part, but the cap around the top is going to be a nice medium rare. That's usually how I do them. Brothers and sisters in Christ, this is wild. I'm So I'll count this. It's like a fancy steakhouse dinner. Dude, all this combination of flavors that I'm not used to is really triggering a different part of the brain. It's really like, man. I got a save. I had to get red bands, virtual red band set up, because I'm about to end this stream in a minute. And then I wanted to make sure that it would go over to him. Only complaint, I had a lot going on. I could have pulled the steak a little quicker, but you know. I was too worried about the other bullshit. Yeah, I just want to cut around the cap. I altered this meal that I usually make, just steak, onions, into having much more food. But the things I added are like vegetables and peppers and shrimp.
Not as rare in the cap as I would want it to be, but I think these steaks, being a fattier cut, got the flames to going up around them too much. And I probably left them on about 2 minutes too long. Not 2 minutes, maybe one. Well, like I said, it's not like I'm not going to eat it, no matter what it tastes like, but the vegetables, I have no notes. The vegetables were great. The way that I did them the last time worked again. One thing I might have missed with them was the carrots. The sweetness of the carrots with the vegetables. The sweetness of the carrots would have been nice. But man, my favorite is the broccoli though. I really love broccoli. It's so good. There's the last bite of steak. That's a meal. Normally, you guys will get to see me do the whole cleanup process, but Red Band is live. We're going to go check him out. Oh, and you guessed it, one more day without sodas, no soft drinks. But anyway, guys, that's the meal. That's the cook. I'll see y'all over in Virtual Red Band when you get over to part 1. Make sure you subscribe so that you'll be notified when part 2 goes live, and that's where you'll see me and a bunch of our other dork nerd friends with Red Band at REDBAN. But you're going there right now, so it doesn't matter. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. By the way, let me see it scroll back and see if it'll how far back I can go. Oh, there's it. Dave Sarah. Thank you, Dave Sarah. Yeah, one day, Dave. One day. One Dave. One Dave. That's my buddy, Dave Sarah. He's going to try to cancel me for his own benefit one day to get views or something. It's going to happen. Now you have documentation of him admitting that it's going to happen one day. It's going to happen one day. Anyway, roll tide. I'll see you all over in Red Band's channel, okay?